The company's commitment to Africa and to South Africa has been solid and also very dependable over the more than 30 years that Microsoft has been here, as well as being impressive. Microsoft has had constant presence in our country, virtually, as we've heard, since the dawn of our democracy, and having opened up its first offices here in 1992. Since then, Microsoft has substantially expanded its local footprint and is almost in every corner of our country and has now got thousands of partners as well as customers. The company's commitment, particularly to skills and capacity building, is most impressive, as we saw in Brad's presentation here. So this company is actively working to empower young South Africans with skills for the digital economy. We are particularly excited about the launch of a National AI Skilling Initiative that will focus on providing, as we saw, AI skills training also for public servants. We've got Professor Busani Ngaweni, I haven't seen him, but I heard he's here, who is the principal of the School of Government. We look forward to the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between Microsoft and the National School of Government and the National Electronic Media Institute of South Africa. Microsoft's ongoing expansion of data centers and cloud investment cements the company's position as one of the leaders in cloud computing in South Africa. And as I saw the pictures of the infrastructure layout, it really also got our Premier here so excited, because he is all about infrastructure, particularly this province. And we are really glad that infrastructure is being laid out and we are moving up the ladder of a country that invests in infrastructure. Last year, government published the National Data and Cloud Policy to support digital innovation across our own economy. In tandem with the expansion of cloud infrastructure, we are strengthening our regulatory frameworks. And this is where, as Brad was saying, we deal with policy matters. We're in the process of finalizing, for instance, our cybersecurity bill. This will ensure more secure online government services. And Brad also spoke about issues of privacy and security. And this, in many ways, will enable our citizens to transact and conduct online services safely. Already we've got an arm of our government, SARS, through which we are able to interface with what SARS does to collect money. That's what they exist for. So when you see the commissioner here, all he's interested in is your money. He wants to collect your money. But they do it so effectively. And I'm very glad, Brad, that you've recognized that as a government, we are acceding to higher levels of utilizing digital skills, particularly artificial intelligence. And as part of our work to reform the public service and to build a capable state, we are investing in digital public infrastructure to give South Africans access to government services anytime, anywhere. When I addressed the nation during what we call, Brad, our own State of the Union, this State of the Nation address, we focused the nation's attention on one of our key priorities, which is building a capable state. And to build that capable state means that we want to give the people of our country great services, like what SARS is doing now. Our Home Affairs is going to be doing more and more of that. And we will spread it through our other departments that interface with our people. And Microsoft is one of those companies that are going to enable us and help us to be able to reach that level of proficiency. And at the heart of this process, which we call transformation, is the implementation of the digital identity system that will transform the relationship between citizens and government and create one government that is accessible to every person at a touch. And today, those who interface with SARS, those who are taxpayers, are able to interface with our government through a number, through logging on, and get every service that SARS has to give, but especially as they get your money out of your pocket. But beyond blazing a trail in local technology space, the long-standing presence of Microsoft in South Africa is a vote of confidence in our country and in our economy. And I'd give Microsoft, and I'd like to give Microsoft, you can applaud again, a round of applause for showing this confidence in us. Because the strategic investments that Microsoft has announced today stand as a further testimony to this enduring confidence. And for us, what it also means is that indeed we are the gateway into our continent. We've got that capability as a nation and as a country. Now, they signal also to the business and investor community that South Africa's economy continues to hold immense potential, and a potential that is favorable to business and for them to be able to know that they can invest here in a secure manner. Over the past 5 years alone, Microsoft has invested significantly in cloud, in data centers, in agriculture, and in the digital transformation of government services. It is commendable that Microsoft, in many ways, has achieved level 1 broad-based Black economic empowerment status. This shows an exceptional commitment to our country's empowerment goals. And we know that Microsoft has worked very hard to attain this level. And they've been walking this journey of transformation, of change with us as a country. And it has successfully integrated the objectives of our policy positions, our transformative policy positions, into its business operations, particularly with respect, yes, to the issue of empowerment, of ownership, management, control, but more importantly, skills development. And Microsoft has demonstrated its commitment to addressing the historical imbalances of South Africa's past and to the fostering of an inclusive business environment. Brad, your speech and your input in your presentation was most moving indeed. But the one part that really touched something in my heart was when you did the analysis of looking at the disparity between the global north and the global south. And not many people from the north fully understand what the past that we've been through, and you mentioned the word colonialism, and in our case we mentioned apartheid as well, what that did to entrench that separation between the global north and the global south. And indeed, why is the spread of electricity so stark when you look at the global north and the global south? And then you also drill into your analysis what is happening on our continent. As a country, we have, by dint of hard work, by dint of focusing on what needs to be done to advance the interests of our people, we've been able, Brad, to ensure that almost 93% of the people of South Africa have electricity. And we are very proud about that. Now, This is not what you find in many countries in the global south. It's not what you find in many countries on our continent. And you are therefore in a country that aspires to progress, a country that aspires to be transformative, and a country that aspires to move up the ladder in as far as the digital economy. And it is no wonder that Microsoft defines its mission and its values with the words, "We empower the world."